The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. Highwater Ethanol strives to successfully operate a bioenergy facility which will be profitable to our investor owners while contributing to the economic growth of the region. They are committed to the present while focusing on the future. Proud supporters of the community and area student athletes, it's Highwater Ethanol, located just off Highway 14 west of Lamberton.
I'm joined right now by Red Rock Central senior Karli Arkell, our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations, Karli.
Thank you very much.
Let's go back to last Thursday's game against Adrian Ellsworth. And going into the game, did you realize how close you were to hitting 1,000 career points?
So I actually didn't really know. I knew I was going to get it sometime because I knew I was in the 900s because people had been telling me, but I didn't know how many points I needed or what game it was going to happen. So it was a surprise and a good one at that.
Mm-hmm. However, Adrian Ellsworth did everything in their power to prevent that from happening, including some rather interesting defensive alignments.
Yeah, we weren't expecting. We had never really thought about a box and one kind of offense, like to run against a box and one defense, but they definitely came out and box and one me, tried not to let me get the ball, but it was a struggle, but I managed to score 14 points that night, but it was definitely a struggle, something we hadn't really practiced, so.
Yeah, and you know, normally with a box and one defense, you would think that teams would do that more against a perimeter player rather than a post. However, you know, not many teams you play have a post player that's your height.
Yeah, definitely. I think people have been sinking into the lane a lot, but it definitely helps when our three-point shooters have been making a lot of shots, and they've been hitting a lot the last couple of games, which definitely helps us post out when they don't have to sink into the lane as much.
That's another area of your game that you've also expanded because you're not just a post player. You know, late last season, we started seeing you weren't hesitating to stop and pull up from long range. That makes you pretty dangerous to guard.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on my outside game so that I don't just stay in the lane the whole time and people don't double down on me down there. It's definitely a work in progress, though. I still lack a little confidence out there, but once I get going, I can hit some. But definitely last year at the end, I started letting them go a little more, and this year I've taken a couple as well.
This year, though, you also have a little bit of, you know, something that you didn't really have a whole lot of last year, in that you have another post player teammate who, you know, Sandra has emerged this year. You know, she played a lot last year, but her skills were really raw last season. She looks like more of a polished player this season, and she was really the beneficiary of Adrian's box and one against you.
Yeah, Sandra's definitely improved a lot, and we try to push each other in practice. We play defense on each other, trying to work on post moves with her. Me and coach have been trying to help her learn some more moves, use that left hand. That definitely helps having someone else in there. And once I popped high on that box and one, Sandra was open a lot down low, which helped our game a lot.
Yeah, and you know, I think you ended up with 14 points and 11 rebounds. Sandra had 23 points, career high. And you know, when you guys are able to exploit that kind of mismatch, because, you know, like we said, a lot of teams might have one true post presence. Very few of them have two, and either you or Sandra is going to have a mismatch a lot.
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of height this year, which is definitely beneficial because not many teams we've seen have had too much height, which gives us mismatches and allows me and Sandra to score the ball. But definitely when the box and one, when I pulled high, that left a lot of room for Sandra to operate with shorter guards on her.
You know, one change for you guys this season, obviously, Nicole graduated, and you know, she was a pretty steady scorer for, you know, for the last 4 years of her varsity career. You know, and she was also the kind of player that could create mismatches with her height and with her speed. You don't necessarily have that kind of height and speed in the backcourt yet, but it's coming. Obviously Lily is a multi-year starter, a returning all-conference player, but the emergence of some of your other guards in the backcourt, Emily DeCock in particular, has really taken a lot of the burden off of you and Lily.
Yeah, we definitely miss Nicole, especially in her length and her arms on defense. She could get an arm out and get a steal a lot of times. We miss that a lot. But Emily and Lily are definitely trying to replace her spot, and they're working really hard to be that player. And Emily, being come up this year as a first-year starter, she's adapting into that role well, which is definitely a good thing for us.
Mm-hmm. As far as your team is concerned this season, obviously Thursdays was a big win, but to be honest, I think you guys can take just as much out of Saturday's game at St. Mary's, because St. Mary's is a state-ranked team. They've got one of the best scorers in the entire state, and if you guys want to get to that next level, that's a game that you're going to have to learn from.
Yeah, we definitely have some things we could take out of that game. That's what we talked about yesterday at practice, and actually that although we lost, there are things we can take from it. We do definitely need to learn to push the tempo a little more, and we need to get in better shape yet, I think. But we need to take something from our losses so we can become a better team.
Looking ahead further down the schedule, obviously you guys have a little bit of time to catch your breath over the holiday break, but then you jump right back into the conference battle, and nothing's going to be easy in the Red Rock Conference this year.
Yeah, we have a busy week this week, but only one conference game. But then after that, we have lots of conference games coming up. And a lot of the teams this year, I feel, are pretty close in match, and it'll definitely be a competition this year. But I think we can come out on top of the conference this year, if not in the top 3 at least. That's our hope. But I think we could have a chance at conference champs. Well, last Thursday was a pretty good one, I guess, scoring my 1,000th point. Definitely Christmas music. I'm getting in that Christmas spirit, and all of us are listening to Christmas music every chance we get. Well, a team we've always had trouble against is definitely Southwest Christian. They're always good, always bring a good battle against us. Just a good team all around. My teammates would definitely describe me as fun, funny. I'm always dancing, always singing, always cracking a joke. We always have fun together. It's a blast. Sports is kind of a big part of my life, but I'd like to watch movies and hang out with friends, but a lot of the times I am playing sports, depending on what sport it is. But
And of course, you're a senior this year, and I saw that you have signed for college volleyball, correct?
Yep.
And that where is that at?
I'm going to SMSU in Marshall.
Well, that should be all we need. Congratulations on a big career milestone last week. Best of luck the rest of the way, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Highwater Ethanol strives to successfully operate a bioenergy facility which will be profitable to our investor owners while contributing to the economic growth of the region. They are committed to the present while focusing on the future. Proud supporters of the community and area student athletes, it's Highwater Ethanol, located just off Highway 14 west of Lamberton.